Hi everybody, it's your girl Rebekah here. I want to tell you that I'm sicker than what I've been. They said that I had a viral laryngitis, like an upper respiratory infection, but they just gave me a dose of prednisone, and that was it. No antibiotics or anything. Well, this morning I woke up at 3:48. I was in so much pain. All my muscles in my body was hurting. My joints were hurting. And I had trouble getting out of bed. Hi, Massachusetts mama. So I took my temperature. Hi, Jennifer. And my temperature, hi, Kelsey, was 100. So then I just been coughing like so bad. and I've taken NyQuil and like some other pills last night, and then I woke up, and so now I'm running a temperature, and I just checked my temperature with the ear thermometer, and my temperature was 101.8. I did call the ER back and tell them what was going on. Sorry, I got a hair. What was going on. And they have a protocol that they have to go by. They said if I'm not better by Monday, I need to be seen. I can come in emergency if I'm getting worse. Like, so if I'm feeling like this throughout the night, I may get up and go to the emergency room, because I don't think it's just laryngitis. You should be having a fever with this. And my blood sugar's been up. Like this morning, my blood sugar was 212. Hi, Michael. Hi, Mary. Hi, Kim. And, yeah, I haven't been this sick for a few years. I would sometimes get a cold, but, I mean, like, with a fever and body aches, I haven't been sick like this for, like, years. And I don't want my mom to be around me because she doesn't need it, and she doesn't want to get what I have. And she's supposed to be going out. She's out now, and to pick up my mail from my mailbox, because I haven't checked it in like 2 days. And then she's going to the store and getting some more medicine for me, because the stuff that we have is expired, because like from 2013 or it's expired, because we haven't been sick like for years. And yeah, I hope I'm better by Christmas too, because next Sunday, was it the 23rd? Is it the 23rd? Yeah, the 23rd. I'm supposed to be going over to my one half-sister's house, and they're having Christmas at noon. And I better be well by then, because I got the kids gifts. And I'm not going to go over there sick and get her kids sick. I would never do that. But yeah. Oh, I did want to say something. This is about Trisha. Trisha, I'm so glad you're continuing to talk about me and continuing to talk about my mom, and being nasty to my mom. The thing that she has on her arm, on her shoulder, is not a third nipple. It's a type of a birthmark mo that she's had since she was little, and she had it cut off one time and it grew back. And by the way, Trisha, if you look at my mom's younger pictures, my mom used to be a model. My mom was gorgeous. She modeled when she was 18. So you like jealous of her looks, of how pretty she was, since you've been stalking mine and Mom's Facebook pages, and to look back at pictures and of our Facebook pages and then sit there and make fun of us. And guys, what I was saying is, when she says grandma or granddaughter in her streams, she's talking about me and my mom. And I haven't done a bad thing about Trisha. I've been defending myself. There's a difference between defending yourself and being a bully. And I'm not a bully. I defend myself because you are sitting there setting lies and talking crap about me and my mom. I just wanted to point that out about my mom. My mom was a model. And if we have to, we can bring out some pictures and show you. Hi, Pop Rat. Hi, Andy. What vid is she talking about? It's the video that she did this morning, and it's called All About Trisha. It says All About Trisha. And it's around the 35 minute mark that she talks about us. Papa says she's talked a lot mean crap about you and your mom today. Yeah, I know. And I am going to be trying to ignore it, but I just wanted to bring that up. And who knows, Kim? It's probably because we were defending ourselves and my mom was talking about what's going on. Like yesterday in her live stream. My mom has a channel. And I think that video is still up. And my mom did a video. And of course, Trisha watched it and didn't like it. What my mom had to say. Because my mom had a lot to say. Hi, Breezy D. Just do it. You give it live when you talk about it. You don't need to defend. You're loved. Yes, I know I am loved. I know I have a lot of my subscribers love me. And I love all of you guys. But it just really frustrates me because she don't have anybody else to talk about. So now we're the next target. She can't talk about Crystal. She can't talk about Amanda. But so she's moving on to her next target. Hi, Lily. Hi, Christine. Yes, I am. And I'm running a fever now. I took ibuprofen, 600 milligrams of it, just a little while ago. But my temperature is 101.8. Hi, Bless. Yeah, she's been bashing me and my mom. This is the second day that she's talked crap. And I was thinking about calling the, Onslow Police Department and telling them that she is continuing to bash people and being mean to people, and she's starting to come at me and my mom. But I don't know if that would work. Yeah, Andy, I think I do need an antibiotic. And I called in the emergency room, and they said if I'm not better by Monday, I need to be seen. They said give it another 24 hours. And if I get worse, come in the emergency room. Which I probably will be in the emergency room because I know I'm not going to get better. Because my immune system is low. And I'm already hot. Oh, and the funny thing is, okay, you know how she says she's having really bad low back pain and it's going down her right leg? It's funny. That's where I have my pain at. Yeah, I know, like, if you have a viral infection, antibiotics don't kill a viral infection. It'll kill a bacterial infection, but they won't help viral. So you just have to let it run its course. I hope I don't got the flu. And sorry, you can see me, my glasses are glaring. Ah. And yes, I'm all swollen. Because when I get sick, I get swollen. Oh. But anyway. I want to also say happy Vlogmas Day 16. I know I didn't do it yesterday. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, I don't sound good at all. And I should take a shower. Maybe that would help. But I just don't feel like it. I'm just like, ugh. Hi, Regina. But yeah. I don't know, Paparet. Like, there are a lot of doctors that prescribe. It's not Flexwell she's on. She's on Robaxin. And that's what I'm on. I'm on Robaxin. And that's a muscle relaxer. And it does relax you. It doesn't make you hyper. But, like, my doctor won't give me Ativan. I can't have Xanax because it makes me really mean. They won't give me Ativan with my pain medicine because they said with my mental illness, an Ativan is like a lower, like it lowers you or something. So it makes you more depressed. And they said the combination of that could cause you to commit suicide. But yeah. But Paparet, aren't you a nurse? She says she doesn't feel the pain when she's vlogging. Utter crap. If you're in pain, you're in pain. Ain't no... Yeah, exactly, Sarah. Oh, I thought she said that they gave her, Robaxin last night. Hi, Uber. But I don't know. It should be okay, but yeah. But see, my doctor won't prescribe me like the Ativan or anything like that because of my pain medicine and that, and then my muscle relaxer because it's a downer. And since I have PTSD and depression, it can make me more depressed. Sarah CP. I don't watch her anymore. She was entertaining, but for no reason at all, she blocked me. Yes, I know, Sarah. She blocks everyone. You can't have your own opinion. You can't say what's on your mind. You can't ask no questions. But it's okay. When you're in my chat, You can ask questions. You can come in, and if you're having a bad day, you can come in and talk about it. I don't care. I just block, well, my mods just block people who are super really nasty and things like that. But other than that, everybody's welcome in my chat. I don't have problems with people, and if there's a problem on my mods, we'll take care of it. Yes, her boxing, but said she takes flex wheel. Well, she can't have both. Because both are muscle relaxers, and you can't have both. So it's one or the other. I know that. Because you can't take two different types of muscle relaxers. And I've been drinking orange juice and stuff. But yeah, I'm not planning on doing anything. Oh, I'm telling you, she takes both, plus the one she got in the ER. You can't take both. That's dangerous. Isn't it, Andy? You can't take both muscle relaxers. Yeah. I'm here. Won't be in chat properly. I'm tidying up my spare room and trying to make it my makeup room. It's worse than your room. Sorry you feel worse. No, I bet my room is worse, guys. It's a mess, and I need to clean it. I'd be worrying it would kill me. Yeah, you can't take two muscle relaxers. Yeah. Okay, Beth. Yeah, my room's a mess, and I'm not going to show it because it's embarrassing. But I don't know. I don't know if it's part of my mental illness that I just like clutter. But see, I think I'm OCD because when I was little, I always used to wash my hands constantly. But, like, I would fix my room up a certain way. I liked it. And then my mom would come back and do another way. And it would drive me up the wall that my mom came and redid the room. It's like, I don't know, it just brings up my anxiety. But yeah, I'm hot. I wonder how hot my temperature is. Hold on, I'm going to see if my temperature is going down. Because I'm like really sweaty right now. And I know, hi Ashley. And I know it could be breaking. But I'm just really hot. I had to give myself insulin because my blood sugar's high. But I've been using one of these ear things. So I want to see how hot it is. Or how hot I am. So.
Your body temperature is 99.9 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's going down. It's 99.9. It was 101. 101.8. Oh shoot, no. See, this is what it was earlier. The date doesn't match, but that's what it was earlier. Ah, hold on. $101.8. But yeah, let me get a drink. But anyway. Hi, Ashley. How are you? So, I'm not planning on going anywhere. Like I said, I told my mom to go check my mailbox because I haven't checked it in 2 days. Hi, William. I know, I don't think it really is an expensive, thermometer. I don't know, I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think I got it at Walmart. Thank you, Ashley. Me too. I'm not a hateful person and don't care for that type of personality. Yeah, Sarah. See, I'm not a hateful person either, but when she comes and attacks me and attacks my mom, then yes, I am going to get defensive over it and say what I have to say. But I don't like getting like that. I like to be nice to people. Hey, Donna. But yeah, so when my mom gets back and if I got any mail, which I probably have, because I haven't checked it in 2 days, I'm going to come back live and open my cards. And thank you, Paparet. I'm going to lay back down. I've been like sneezing and hot. It's okay, Booker K. I'm just hoping I'm well by Christmas. It's really funny. Not funny. But I always get sick either around like Christmas or my birthday. But I haven't done that for years. But I normally do. Yes, she did, Properette. She heard it. And just stalking our Facebook pages and looking at pictures. So I went back on my Facebook page and tried to put everything private. So then she can't look at it. I think I did it. I don't know. Or I put everything that's just for friends. And then, I try to block her. So I don't know if she's blocked. Hey, Lady Lynn. Hey, Donna. It says, it's a bad time of the year to get sick. I used to get sick the last day of school a lot. Yeah. Jumpin' Jean says, if it's a viral, it can take up to 14 days to get out of your system. I know. That's what it said. It could take up to 14 days. That's what it says on my papers here that I have. And I hope it's not going to take that long. Papa says, when my kids were little, it never failed. One of them were sick. Yes, private, your Facebook. I do. I think I did. And because she was going into my Facebook and my mom's Facebook, looking at our pictures and saying, oh, you can learn a lot about somebody on Facebook and social media than you can on YouTube. Oh, Willie, Jumping Jean. Oh, Jumping Bean Jean. Yeah, if she really would look through my, Facebook pages, I have real mental illness. And there were sometimes I post things years ago when I got really mad at people, and I didn't really care if it hurt their feelings, and I did say some bad things. But I have since apologized to my family and stuff like that. I was having a PTSD, episode. Is your Twitter locked? I can't remember. No, I don't think it is unpopular, but she's blocked me on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook. So yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. I normally don't get a lot of people in my chats because I don't think I'm very entertaining. I want to do that, Santa Baby Prodigy, but I'm not funny. I'm not funny like the other people are. Yeah, and if Trisha would really look at my Facebook page, I worked as a nurse. From, like, I think it was like 2006 to almost 2008. And, yeah. And I will be really pissed if she tries to, subscribe to some of my family members. Which, but I don't think she can because I think I have that private. Yeah, Sarah, she did. And all I was being nice was wished her Merry Christmas, and she basically jumped me. So if she blocked you on YouTube, does that mean you can't see her videos? No. If they block you on YouTube, you still can watch their videos. You just can't comment in the chat, or like you can make a comment down in the comment section, but she won't see it because she's blocked you. I have an LPN license, but because I'm not working, I have put it like to inactive for like 5 years because I'm not working as a nurse. I still have the license. It's just like say 5 years goes down their line, and they do it for people who are disabled, and you want your license. All you do is take the CEUs again and pay a fee, and you have your license again. It doesn't take it away permanently. It just like since I'm disabled and been disabled, and it just like I forget what it's called, but yeah. If you're not funny, you're not real. True, Sarah. Hey, a drill? Rios? That says if you write your comment, it will bounce back if you're blocked and not show to anyone. I sometimes put testing in there, and the first time I did, I realized I was blocked. Well, I can't tell because when I write stuff, it doesn't bounce it back. It just stays in there, but you can't see it on the other chat. He's a tatted T regular. Oh, really? Donna? Oh, hi, Betty Boop. Hi, Vintage Seeker. Yeah. I feel like crap. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so. And I think when my mom gets home, she may make a video on her live stream. Which is, if anybody wants to go subscribe to my mom, it's Mama Bear. You have to use capital MAMMA and then a capital BEAR, and you should see her picture of her YouTube. And it's of a young girl. I think it's like a black and white picture of a young girl. It's not her. She just used the picture. And I know she did a video yesterday, and which was a good video, and it was true. Everything my mom said is true. Like, she talked about how raising your kids right, and that you have to teach them at a young age to learn the right, the wrong, things not to do, and teach them. So then when they go to be a grown adults, they won't be what they lived in the environment. And Trisha got mad probably because my mom said that her daughter went in the military just to get away from her, and which is probably true. Oh, you did, Sarah? No, Vintage Seeker. All her streams are still up where she's talking about us. The one that she's talking about, my mom's little birthmark thing, is on the All About Trisha at the 35-minute mark. But yeah. And I know my mom has like 300 and something subscribers, but she don't do videos all the time. She just does them when like she wants to and to speak her mind about different subjects and things like that. But my mom's not dumb. Trisha thinks my mom is dumb, illiterate, or whatever. But my mom probably knows way more than you, Trisha. My mom worked like all through her life, and in the video when Jigger got out of jail, she streamed and said, "Mama Bear, shut your damn mouth." I didn't see that stream. I want to see it. I want to see the whole entire stream when she came out of the jail. Not the clip of the 4-minute clip that there is. I want to see the whole thing. I've been asking. I asked Taddy to send it to me, but he wouldn't. He wanted somebody to have the highest bid. I just want to see the whole thing. It's not like I'm going to like share it to everyone. I just want to see what she said. But my mom, like, yeah, I may cuss, and I know I'm not supposed to be cussing because I'm a Christian, and you're not supposed to cuss like how I do, but I sometimes can't help it because of my mental illness, and I know you don't blame that on there, but through my whole life and my mom's whole life, God has been there. God has watched over us. And yeah, Papa Rat. That's what he said. Hi, Sandy Law. Like, when my mom was 17, she was working. She got locked in one of those deep freezers. And they had this, I guess she was saying this huge steel table or something was up against the freezer where they could not open it. Everybody was freaking out except my mom. My mom started to pray. And she she prayed and said, "Jesus, open the door." And the door had opened. And she got out. They got out. And if it wasn't for my mom and to sit and tell everyone to be calm and let's pray, my mom wouldn't be here. Okay, Sarah, thank you for coming in. Hey, Jumping Bean. Yeah, 'cause you know someone's gonna use it. Yeah. Hey, Betty. Boots says, don't even bother watching anything that upsets you, Rebekah. Some people online aren't worth the stress. Yeah, I know. I just watch it because it's entertainment, but I get mad when she talks about me. I want to do a get ready with me. My silver bell get ready with me, but I haven't been feeling good. But, yeah, so God has been through my life. I was born a preemie. I was born at 5 months. And I could have died, but my mom believed that I would live, and I was strong, and I lived, and I actually pulled out my ventilator when I was, I guess, a newborn, a baby. And can I ask you if it stresses you, then watch it, or even talk about it? I know. Hey, Christy. I'm sick, Christy. But, so, like, then my sister, when she was baby, my sister almost died. She got something where, like, she couldn't eat, and she would throw up all the time, and my sister almost died. And then again, God was there and healed her. And, of course, my sister had to drink goat's milk, as a baby, because she got so ill that she couldn't just drink breast milk or formula, so they had to give her goat's milk. And then, of course, I got breast milk, but yeah, there's like a lot of testimonials that we have. I could have died in the 5th grade. My temperature was 105 in the 5th grade, and I could have died then, but nope. I'm shocked he's looking for a high bidder. I didn't think he was like that. Well, it shows us how much we don't know about each other. Yeah, because I asked him, well, if you have a copy of that video, can I see it? Can you send it to me? And he's like, I'll give it to the highest bidder. And that's what he said. I don't know if he's being joking. Being serious. That he was like that. Do you have the Tarte Graveyard Girl palette? No, I don't, Christine. I do not have her palette. Yeah, I don't have that palette. But I don't know. I'm like burning up right now. And I hope I could sleep tonight. Because what time is it? Because of my fever, and then I know I'm going to have aches and pains tonight. I was like shivering. I was shivering and in a lot of pain at 3:48 in the morning. It's 4:41 p.m. here. What's so important about it? I don't know, Betty Boop. It's just showing TT coming out of the jail and how she reacted and stuff. I have no clue why it's so important. It's really not. I just wanted to see it. But if you listened to her live stream last night, she was going on singing and whatever, And Sean literally told her to shut the blank up. Knock it off. He said that. And I heard that. And my mom heard it. And he also said some other stuff too. But she didn't care. She just kept on going. If you watched that video last night, you'd hear it. Trisha cannot sing, Betty Boop. She may seem like she has a nice voice, but she cannot sing. That's not singing. You didn't hear it, Jumping Bean Jean? Yeah, Andy, I know. Yeah, she was like going on, and then in the background, he said, shut the blank up. Well, my sister can sing. She's okay on some things, but I don't sing because I cannot sing. I don't have a tone. I seem like a cat scratching. And I need to redo my nails. A cat scratching down a wall. Well, yes, Sarah, because he was telling her to shut the F up because I guess there's kids that live downstairs, and he was saying they're going to be coming up here complaining, and she didn't care. That's why he did it. Because he said that to her, too. You need to be quiet, there's neighbors. But anyway, how is, yeah, she was screaming. If I could hear her and she was screaming like that, imagine what neighbors heard. Okay, bye, Jumping Bean Jean. So, is any of you guys doing anything exciting for Christmas? Let's talk about that. Doing anything, going anywhere. Let me go get me some more orange juice. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. Hi, SMH. Raining over here, ugly weather, nothing going on. Seeing you online and wanted to say I hope you get better. Thank you. Betty Boop says, just family and friends get get-togethers and dinners. ice skating, shopping, and the usual. Oh, ice skating. I used to ice skate. I can't ice skate now because of my back. And if I fell, I'm afraid of falling. And I don't want to, like, hurt myself even more than what I am. Like, what we do is, like, my sister comes and we go to my dad's and stepmom's and my other two half-sisters, and we go and do Christmas. But this year, like, on the 23rd, we're having Christmas at my one half-sister's house, which I've never been there. I know my sister has, my real sister has, but I have never been to their house. Family dinner with my pregnant daughter and fiance, FaceTiming with son who is in the army. He's in Poland. Oh, he's in Poland. I didn't know they had army in Poland. Or that they were stationed there. I thought it was just like always Iraq or something like that. But of course I don't keep up with my like the history and things like that. But then normally after we go to my dad's house on Christmas Eve, even though we're not going this year on Christmas Eve, they're changing it. And then my sister and her husband come here and we open gifts. Stationed in Germany, but is on a task force in Poland. Oh, that's cool. Andy says, my one son is a Marine station in California and was home for Thanksgiving, so of course he can't be home for Christmas. Aw, I'm sorry about that. Donna says, I have to go now, but we'll look for you later. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for stopping in. Devil Dog, we are proud of them, but miss them, right? Yeah, that has to be hard. My mom, my cousins, like, there's a long history of people in my family that were in the Army and Navy. My grandpa, I think, was in World War I and II, I think, or World War II. I think he also was in the Korean. Well, I know my one uncle was a lifeguard. My other cousins were in the Army. My mom grew up being a Army brat, or because my grandpa was in the Army, and there's 6 of them, so they used to live in Spain. My mom grew up in Spain, and like I think I forget how long she lived there for, but yeah, she grew up, either she was there till she was 7 or she was there till she was 17. I had to ask her. Last year he was in Kuwait for all the holidays, so being stateside is much better. We live in Pennsylvania, so we can't just go drive to see him. Aww. Yeah, I need to redo my eyebrows. Sorry, guys. It would be hard for, I wouldn't know what to do if I was married to somebody who was in the Army. Because then they leave and you don't know if they're coming back. And then you don't see them for months. Paparazzi says, I understand, Devil Dog. My son said the shipping them to Jordan after the task force stuff, which scares me. Yeah. I wish, like, all this war would go away and there won't be a World War III, and bring back the soldiers so they won't get killed, or bring them back, and then let the armies that are already over there in the different countries deal with it, instead of bringing all these innocent people over there and they get killed. I'm so glad for iPhone image. The old days you had to wait for letters. I enjoy seeing him and we talk. Oh, that's cool. Betty, you're right. And he says, my husband was in the Army National Guard for 20 years. My dad served in Vietnam, and now my youngest son is a Marine. Yeah, because we have Marines in our family. My one uncle was in the National Guard for years and years and years and years. And he was in the National Guard. Then my grandpa served, I think, in World War II, maybe Vietnam. I think one of my uncles served in Vietnam, I think. I have to ask my mom. So we have, like, all different types of, like, Army people in our family. I don't think we have anybody right now that's in the Army right now. They were in the Army. So, yeah. Yeah, it would be, Andy. Because that's your child, and you don't want your child to get hurt or killed. I'd imagine it would be really hard. The Vietnam vets were unappreciated back in the day and were called baby killers. That breaks my heart, and that's disgusting. And then they went over there to fight, and then they got the was that Agent Orange, and from that Agent Orange, now the people who were in the Vietnam have cancer, have tons of health problems because they were in the Agent Orange stuff. A lot of young men and boys didn't make it home. Both my granddads were in World War II. One Navy, one Army. My Army granddad was a prisoner of war, so ended up with TB and died before I was born. But was so proud of him. Yeah. Adriel says, my family on both sides served in the military during Vietnam. Yeah. Andy says, oh, trust me, I haven't had a good night's sleep since he signed his name in 2013. My dad has Agent Orange and passed it to my brother. How could they pass the Agent Orange to your brother? One of my cousins died last December. He retired from the Air Force after 20 years, but he got cancer for being exposed to Agent Orange. He was only in his 50s. Yeah, that Agent Orange was really bad. It was to kill, like, bugs and crops, I think. Oh, really, Andy? I should turn on my light because it's getting kind of dark here. But yeah, my grandpa worked at a chlorine factory for years and was exposed to chlorine. My grandpa ended up dying of bone cancer, but for years they thought that he just had arthritis, and in reality he had bone cancer. My grandpa was in so much pain, and bone cancer hurts. My grandpa was a fighter. He died like when I was 15. He was in his 70s. Really, Adriel? I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah. See, my grandma, she had a perfect, like, my grandma had scarlet fever when she was little. And so it messed up her heart, and my grandma was really sick a lot. She had a quadruple bypass surgery, so her heart was basically brand new. She didn't die from her heart. She died, I think, because she had, congestive heart failure. Not heart failure. Water in her lungs. But it probably was kind of like congestive heart failure, but her heart was in immaculate condition. So she died with water in her lungs. And I think she was like in her 70s too. And I think she died in like 2002, 2003. My Navy granddad died at 91. He had dementia, but always remembered everything about being in the Navy. Yeah, they normally do. Like, when you get dementia, you know everything in your past, but then you don't recognize people that are in front of you and things like that. And, but my grandpa was a very giving person. He was nice to everyone. He worked at a church, I think, as a janitor, I think, one time. But my grandpa was not a very, very nice guy, and I loved my grandpa. I remember when I was like, I had to be like 4 or 5 years old, my grandpa made up this song, and I don't remember the lyrics now, but it was like a bullfrog song, like bullfrog sitting on a lily pad, and like it was some kind of fun song, and I think my grandpa made that up. And I always remembered that. And he had a little truck, and like he lived in Memphis. They lived in Memphis, Tennessee. And that's where they're buried. My grandpa and grandma are buried in Memphis. And I miss them. I haven't been down there in years to go visit them. Because here to Memphis is like, what, 12 hours? So, yeah. But I know one day I'll get to go meet my grandpa. I know he was there when my surgery thing happened to me, because I remember seeing him by my bed. And actually, I don't know if I was hallucinating or what, but he was, to me, when I looked, because I was like in here and I looked to the right. And let me turn my light. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I seen my grandpa, and I know that I had him and God and all my relatives and people that I've known that has passed that were surrounding me. Now I look better, kinda. I should have had my light on the whole time. But, yeah. And I don't like it when people sit there and mock and laugh at God and like make fun of people who talk in tongues. My mom can talk in tongues. You don't sit there and make fun of people, of their religion and mocking God and doing all this crazy stuff. You don't do that. Sarah says, yes, Papa, it's hard on them because they get frustrated and scared at times when they forget things. Yes, they do, Sarah. I used to work on Alzheimer's unit, and they would get really violent too. I've been hit, bit, punched. Yeah, I know. What does it mean to talk in tongues? I can't do it. I can't do it. It's when the Holy Ghost comes into your body, and little kids, there are little kids, if you watch YouTube, little kids start talking in tongues. Jesus, the Holy Ghost, takes over your body, and you start just talking, and you can pray, talking in tongues, and things like that. I've never been able to do it, or have done it. My mom has. It's just that I don't know, like, when you talk in tongues, if it's like a Hebrew or what it is. It's just like a different language, I guess. I know it's kind of hard to understand it, Papa. Like, sometimes I was in church and these people would just go like really crazy and just talk in tongues. Sometimes it's an act. Sometimes people act it out and like they're not just doing it for attention. They're not really. But yeah, they go like your body is like taking over. You can go to the ground. You can start crying and stuff like that. And I remember me and my mom went to church to go see this one preacher. I forget his name. I'd have to ask my mom. But it was the same preacher that my mom saw when she was pregnant with me. And I believe it was the same preacher. And they said that Rebekah, the baby that you, or just they tell my mom, the baby that you are carrying is going to be teacher over many. Your daughter is going to be teacher over many. And I believe that's true. Because I have testimonies. I help people. I be nice to people. Like, every time I was in school, everybody would come to me with their problems, and I would just listen. I dated a pastor, and he talked like that. Yeah. It is kind of scary. Yeah. My mom, she went to a preacher, and they said that I would be teacher over many. And that's what my mom said all through my life. Rebekah, you're going to be teacher over many. Hi, Bye-Bye Moose. Yeah, like, when I was in high school and growing up in elementary, I may not have had a lot of friends. Or the friends I did have, like, my really best friend, she moved away to Florida. I do sometimes talk to her. Her name's Natalie. But I was really close to her, but she moved, like, when I was going into the 3rd grade. And then there's a couple other people, but they decided to go down the wrong path. But, like, when people were down and sad, I would always, like, there was one guy named Josh, and I was just his friend, and people were always picking on him because he didn't have good teeth. Something about his teeth were rotting out of his mouth, and he would have to get all his teeth like redone and things like that. people to make fun of him, and he didn't have anybody to sit and talk with. So like he would be on the like sitting on the floor in high school or in 8th grade, or because we grew up like from middle school to high school, and I would sit with him and we'd just talk, and I would encourage him. And but yeah. I was never really judgmental growing up. I accepted everyone. And now I know, like, I am judgmental sometimes. But I never really judged. I just accepted everybody for who they are. It didn't matter the skin color. It didn't matter if they had a disability. I would hang out with the disabled kids. And I hanged out with this girl named Sarah, and she had seizures. And one day she dropped down and had a grand mal seizure. And I was there, and I put my coat, because I needed something soft. I said, here, take my coat, and put it underneath her head. And I did that, and they were really thankful for that. And, yeah, so I think I touched a lot of lives growing up. I hope I did. But yeah. But then I went into like college, and I just didn't hang around a lot of people, or except this one lady. I used to go to her house to study for the nursing exam and things like that. But yeah. So that is a little bit about my, like, grandpa and family that have been in the military and stuff like that. I pray every night to make sure 31 later, a girl I went to high school with messaged me on Facebook to tell me thank you. Aww, that's cool, Pop Rat. I've been a CNA for years in a nursing home. Really, Janice? I went to school and I did the CNA program. I would have gotten my CNA license, but that year I had to have my first back surgery at 17, and because I was in so much pain, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't do CNA because that has a lot of lifting and things like that. Rode the bus and we got to her house. No one would let her sit in the bus next to them. That's sad. Baba Moo says, I think I drive my nurse friend nuts because I always say, hey, it's okay, we got a nurse at the party. I love having her as a friend. Oh. Pepperette says, they made pig noises because she was big, but I always protected her. Yeah, I protected a couple kids when I was on the bus, even though I was bullied. But I stood up and protected this one girl. She was handicapped, and they would always make fun of her and tell her to shut up, and she couldn't help it because she wasn't mentally there. Like, she just lives down the street from me, and I used to go to her house all the time to hang out with her. Her name was Andrea, but I don't anymore. Hard job on my body and paying for it now. Yeah, it is, Janice. Even being a nurse, it's hard. Because, yeah, you sometimes, like, lift patients, but STNAs are the ones that work like really hard because they're the ones that are lifting patients, bathing patients, and everything. And but I don't know, guys. I'm gonna get off here. I need to. Yeah, you work for the nurses, and we pass out meds and give meds and a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand, Janice. Like when I was working as a nurse on the Alzheimer's unit, these two STNAs would always sit there and talk about me and talk loud so I would know what they're saying. And they just thought they were better than me. And they said, well, I could do a better job as a nurse. And I said, well, then let's see it. I said, if you think you could do a better job, then why didn't you go to school to be a nurse? Like, you don't sit there and belittle the nurse that's taking care of the patients. Yeah. But then, like, I believe in karma. And I hate to say it, but I do. Because all the people that had made fun of me, the STNAs that made fun of me, the one STNA got fired because she put a wrong patient in the wrong wheelchair and they ended up falling and breaking their hip. And then the other STNA got cancer. But I don't want to be mean and say, oh, it was karma, but but like if you're not nice to people and you're mean to people, it's either in God's timing. Either God will take care of those people either in this time or when you pass. And stuff. And that's why I try to be good and I try to be nice and caring and loving and giving and I don't like to like say, hey, I did this for this person or that, because when you give out of your heart, you're not supposed to brag about it and say, oh, I helped this person. You're supposed to do it in silence and stuff. Hi, Kim. How are you doing? Thank you, Breezy. Kim, I've been sick. I've been up since 3:48 this morning, having body aches, and then having a fever. No. Mercedes, I'm not. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I meant. You sound worse. Did you go get the med? No, Kim. I called the ER this morning and they told me if I'm not better by Monday or if I get worse, go to ER. No, Mercedes, I'm not. I'm just talking about a person that when I was working as a nurse, she was really mean and nasty. I'm not saying oh, if you get cancer, it's karma. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying is if you're bad to people, then karma will get you, like, and it could be in this time or when you pass. That's what I'm trying to say. No one should get cancer. No one should deserve to get cancer. It's not a nice thing to have. No one deserves it. So don't like misunderstand. People sometimes misunderstand what I'm trying to say. But no, I wouldn't wish cancer on anyone. But I was just talking about karma. It sometimes hurts a little bit, Kim. When I drink the orange juice, it kind of like stings. But right now I'm hot. I have cancer and I sure don't deserve it. Nobody does. Yeah, Janice, you don't deserve cancer. No one deserves cancer. I'm hot. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no one deserves it. Everybody, deserves to live. Okay, I don't want people to, like, misunderstand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm like really hot right now. I think I'm breaking my fever because I took like ibuprofen and now I'm like all hot and sweaty. And so I think my fever is breaking. But of course it's probably going to go up like in 8 hours. I'll have another fever and body aches and stuff. How you doing, Kim? Are you feeling better? And yeah, Janice, you're in my prayers every night. Could be just rest. Take your meds. They didn't give me no antibiotics, Kim. They just gave me, there's a prednisone, but last night I took, there's 2, like NyQuil type pills. All it did was like dried my mouth out. Yeah, because I have a fever and I think it's breaking. It was 101.8. You too, Janice. And you can fight it, Janice. And you need all the support that that you need. Or a hot flash. Probably is. I'm hanging in there. Thank you, love. Just getting used to the new meds. Yeah. But I'm gonna get off here, and my mom was supposed to go get my meds, and then go check my mail for me, and she hasn't came back yet. And so I'm just waiting for her to get home. She knows I'm sick, but I know where she's at. Just taking her time. But everyone have a good rest of the night. And like I said, I'll be praying for you, Janice, and Kim, and Pop Red, and all of you guys. I may come on later tonight. I don't know. I may just pass out because I've been up since 3:48 this morning. And, but if I do another live stream, then, I'll be on here. And if I got mail, I'll come back on if I got some cards, Christmas cards. Because I haven't, like I said, I haven't checked my mailbox for 2 days. Yeah, and I hate being sick. And Kim, I'll call you here probably when I get off. But yeah, so I love you guys, and you guys have a good rest of the evening, and you guys have a good Christmas and everything. I love you guys. Bye.